done for. Everyone get out.
Greetings, programs! Welcome back to part 4 of the voyage of the HMS Duncan, except I think I called it the USS Duncan Idaho, didn't I? So, yeah, the last part of this was before Christmas. We've had a little bit of a break with this. I mean, I had a break anyway, and then I've just been getting back into the regular rhythm of my other videos, and some of you have possibly been waiting for this. I know it's not the most watched series I do, but I've had one or two people say they've bought FTL on the back of it, and I think that was true last time I did an FTL voyage as well. So, we're going to go through to the bitter end, because it probably is going to be a better end with this, or a bitter end even with this particular playthrough. The setup I've got for this stage that we're at, I mean, we're at Sector 6 already. I think it's 2 or 3 more sectors to go. Unless our fortunes dramatically improve and we get incredibly lucky and get lots of scrap and find a really awesome weapon, we're probably going to die before we even get to the final boss, just with how things are at the moment. So, yeah. Now, this is Sector 6, and we actually have a quest mark here which we're going to try and get to. And it looks like a bit of a gap, but fortunately we can actually jump straight to the exit from here. So, we're probably just going to kind of go along down here and up round behind, and if need be we can actually just jump straight from there to there. So I'm actually going to jump down here first, I think. Or, no, yes, we'll try this sector, why not? If I can cover more sectors, there's a better chance of finding a store, because I'm very low on fuel right now. There's also not a lot of missiles left either. You arrive at a quiet part of the sector. To your surprise, the scanners pick up an autonomous drone alone in space. The thing actually hails your ship, claiming it has a proposal to make. Okay, intriguing. Greetings, Captain. I am Lux, an autonomous AI drone. I represent an individual of great fame in this part of the galaxy, a collector of interstellar artifacts known as the Curator. My AI brethren and I seek to recruit help to enlarge our master's collection. This is new. I haven't come across this before in Captain's Edition. But there's a lot of stuff in Captain's Edition. Like, every time I do a playthrough, I'm still... I don't play FTL that much outside of, you know, when I'm recording it. So every time I play through, there's always something new. And this isn't even probably the most up-to-date version of Captain's Edition either. Would you be interested in joining our little club of explorers? You will roam the galaxy and search for strange treasures. A great adventure. You know what? I mean, we're probably doomed anyway, so I'm going to say yes, just because I want to see what happens. I'll be duly compensated according to the amount of items I secure, transmitting a catalogue of items of interest. So this is going to be a lot of quest markers, presumably. And you get rewards for the quest markers. Oh, it's all the way up there. We're going to have to shift to get to that. Right, we're going to jump across here. We don't have a lot of choice. We really need a store or something that gives me fuel. You discover one of the rebels' autonomous satellite turrets. Their ship's AI wastes no time in engaging your ship. Okay, right. So I'm going to pause while I take a quick drink of water. It's probably better to do that first. I literally just got off like a 30-minute phone call with somebody, so having been blethering away for half an hour and then sitting down to record a video, it's not the best plan in terms of not having a completely dry throat, but we'll give it a go. Right, so there's no point in having the boarding party. We'll actually get our crew deployed in places where we can obviously make use of their repair abilities. We're going to want... what drones have they got? Both combat drones? Yes. I think we're going to want the Titan, because obviously the anti-personnel laser's not a lot of use to me. We'll charge up the Titan. Oh... That's Duncan Idaho in there. They've actually just managed to breach. That's like a missile drone. That's pretty bad news for me, actually. Right, the heavy laser's nearly charged. Oh, Gordon Bennett. These guys are hitting me hard. I'll get them in there. Right, heavy laser. I don't know if this is going to be enough. They've got 2 levels of shields. No, it knocks down 1 level of shield, so there's no point really using the heavy laser at the moment, is there? Oh, good lord. This is not good. This is not good. Alright, so we've got a breach in that room. Wow, this missile drone is pretty nasty. We'll save the Titan. If I can knock their shields down, we can save the Titan for that. Oh, wait, that was the heavy laser I just... Oops. I found the wrong thing! I goofed. We'll fire the shields anyway. There we go. That did some damage. Wow, that drone is hammering me hard. This might actually be the episode. It might be all of 5 minutes long. Right, good God. Right, you get in there, repair that. We can actually get them through there to heal up, then we can get them repairing. Right, the Titan's coming back soon, I hope. Oh God. Right, that was like a ion bomb, but it didn't do anything except stun a crew member, so that's fine. That's down at the moment. It's more the fact that there's a hull breach going to the weapons room that's a problem. So we're going to repair that anyway. Right. Oh, and we also don't have full weapons right now. Oh, that's a fire. We can actually open those doors. Okay. Wow, we're getting seriously hammered by this drone. I could just jump. Maybe I should just jump. Oh, okay. Unless I just destroy it before it activates, it's going to do more damage. So you know what? We're just going to have to jump. Wow, wow, this just hammered me so hard. Good God. Right, okay. Phew. Your sensors have picked up a refugee ship drifting through the system. No doubt one of many fleeing the rebel advance. It doesn't appear to have detected you, or else it's trying to avoid notice. Let's try hailing them. Oh, it's a pirate ambush. Oh, good. And they've got drones as well. That's even better. That's just fantastic. Right. Let's get door control repaired. We do have the heavy laser available. We're probably going to want to try and use mind control. Missile drones is just cheating. The fact that these guys have missile drones as well, it's like, okay, this is probably going to be my deal. Oh, what was that? Whoa. Right. Let's use a Titan missile on their drone control, because the drone control is what's hammering me right now. Ah, well, it knocked out the least dangerous drone. And did I just lose? No, I didn't lose any crew members. That's fine. That's just like a flashbang drone, it looks like. Anyway, we're just, oh dear, doing so badly. We should have probably closed those doors, actually. I did leave them open. Right, they're healing up. We have 4 points of hull left. Let's try the shields this time. But 3 points of shields. Oh, hello. They're surrendering. Accept their offer. Honor the truth and let the enemy survive. Good God. Right, we came through that by the skin of our teeth, but still, this is... Actually, let's repair that hull breach. I don't think we're going to last too much longer, to be honest. That drone encounter was really bruising. We didn't even get anything out of it. Half the crew needs healing. In fact, we should probably heal the crew before I jump to the next sector. And I'm at least got I've got at least a bit more fuel now, but I'm down to my last missile. So this is really quite bad. This is really, really quite bad indeed. Can't take much more of this. Right, just everybody needs to be healed right now. So I'll actually send them in there to repair that room as well. Why not? Get them all in there. Get them back to wherever their stations are. Oh, they shouldn't take long to heal. He's basically healed already. I can just hit the enter key and everybody will go back to where they're supposed to be. Right, well, I can put some scrap into stuff on the ship, and frankly I might as well, because we're not going to last much longer. Unless there's a shop in the next... No, there's no shops that are just one jump away. There's the quest marker, but there's nothing else. Right, ship. We could... oh, God, do we have enough for the... It's 100 scrap for more shields, so we don't necessarily have enough power. But we can reroute power from other things. So if I took that offline, for instance, I could get more shields, and if I took the heavy laser offline, or the Titan rather, and that actually I can just about squeeze a full, you know, and if I disabled that as well, I could potentially have a point of power for the mind control or whatever. So yeah, I mean, we got some last scrap out of, or some scrap out of that engagement, rather. Not some last scrap, that doesn't even make sense. But still, I did say we were probably doomed. You know, this is not really surprising to me. You drop below FTL speed and locate the NG engineering ship near an abandoned depot in this system. They answer your hail. Federation ID confirmed. Approach vector green suggested. Your NG crewman drops in this message... Code/metaphor for hostage situation. Caution advised. Ah. Long-range scans discover a rebel ship badly hidden near the approach route. I mean, this is our quest mark. We've got more shields. If they have missiles, we're done for. But maybe they don't. I can't actually tell. It'd be great if you could mouse over the weapon systems and see what they are exactly. But you just have to rely on, well, if they shoot you or not, basically. So, we're actually going to disable that, put both points of that, and we're going to have a go at teleporting our crew over. This is probably our best bet. They don't have a med bay, they don't have a clone bay, so we're just going to teleport our crew immediately over there. Hopefully that will disrupt them. I've got the heavy laser, so we can... I don't even know what we'll target it at, but we might as well target that at the shield room for now. Or in fact, we could target that at their weapons room, and I could send my guys into the shield room potentially. Right, this looks like laser weaponry. So my extra shielding might actually hold out against that quite nicely. Oh, we've killed one crew member. We've killed two crew members. They've got another crew member coming back in, but we might need to... we'll keep a very close eye. Right, that's two. Let's get them both back. So we'll heal them up. I think we're just going to go with the boarding party strategy for this particular crew. We've killed half their crew. Looks like they've got two more at the moment. I'm just hammering their shields at the same time as well. In fact, I can not take that offline because that's being powered by my Zoltan. So yeah, I guess we just wait for the cooldown. Or in fact, I could briefly take... This is a bit risky. We're briefly going to take oxygen offline so we can heal. Oh, there we go. That's come off cooldown. Right. I'm going to send them back in there. Take that off, put that back into the teleport room, so we have a reduced cooldown, and we're going to do exactly the same thing again. In fact, we can even stop firing the heavy laser, I think. I think that shouldn't be auto-firing anymore. There we go, so we killed the crew, 50 scrap, only one fuel and missile though. Oh, but the NG are obviously still here. The engineering craft does not respond. After they intervened, the rebel ship got a few shots off at them, and the demilitarized vessel sustained terminal damage, so we didn't actually get here in time to save them, unfortunately. Without emotion, your NG crewmen suggest scrapping it for the good of the mission, so that's an additional 50 scrap and 3 fuel, 1 drone part. The drone part's not that useful, but the 50 scrap, that's 100 scrap out of this engagement. So we've just... I mean, we haven't lost any more health, but that's only because we got lucky and they didn't have any missile launchers, basically. So let's heal up the crew. We'll actually put some of that scrap into more power bars, I think. 2 power bars. Okay. We've got enough to bring the Titan online and to be able to power something else at the same time. And what else could we add? Another point into engines, maybe, which gets my FTL charge. It reduces the time for the jump, rather, and it also means I can have a better chance of evasion. My evasion is now 40%. So, we're just absolutely, like, this is skin of my teeth sort of thing. We're going to jump here. And hope to God that there's a store somewhere nearby, because we desperately need some repairs. I've actually come back from this kind of situation before in previous runs where it's looked really bad and then somehow we manage it, but I'm not feeling so optimistic this time. But we'll see, we'll see. The complex arrangements of ship hulls and FTL drive capacitors floating abandoned in space suggest the NG were here not too long ago, but no longer. Okay. Socialise with the crew? Sure, why not? We'll socialise with the NG crew member and maybe we'll get something, but no. The crew member tries to explain the neural field tech on which mind control devices are based on. Okay then. Distress signal? We don't really have the time if we're going to get to this quest marker. I want to kind of go up round here and then come back down, and maybe we'll get a nice scrap reward if we survive. If. Big if. You arrive near a small fleet of civilian NG ships. A simple decryption and translation of their comm frequency tells you they're having frantic discussion about something obviously troubling them. So we've got an NG crew member, so we're going to take the blue option. The crew member syncs with the comm unit to communicate with them directly. You offer your help and a summary of the ship's mission. They respond, our goals have analogous elements, however, not all available for disclosure discretion necessary. Offer help. Secret technology stolen by Mantis. Implicit connection to rebels. Implicit. Tracked Mantis to hidden rebel base. Uploading coordinates. Good lord, so many quest markers. However, tracked another quest marker. Tracked second ship to a different base. Would calculate probability but data insufficient. Cannot risk obvious rebel NG conflict. Also need time to acquire military ships. Assist in finding technology. So they've actually given us... Oh, well, the quest markers are the sectors we were going to jump through anyway. So there's that. But this is going to be fights with the Mantis, which is going to be tough. Or possibly. Oh, no, it's a rebel. Okay. You arrive at one of the rebel bases that the NG told you about. It appears abandoned except for one scout ship. Okay, we'll see what weapons they have. Maybe one of those is a missile launcher. Okay, they're trying to... Oh, that's... what are they going for? Oh, they're going for the O2 room. Right, that's not so good. Right, this is... Oh, where do we steal power from? Can I do... I can't actually do mind control without being over there. Still 1 point of engines... the Titan's going to take a while to charge up, that's the thing. Maybe I'm better off with the anti-personnel laser, but that isn't going to cause systems damage. We kind of need to, like, if we're going to beam over there, we need to do it pretty soon, and we need to damage their pilot station, or their engines, essentially. They also have a clone bay. So, actually trying to beam over is not particularly... that's not going to... Like, any crew I kill just get popped out again by the clone bay, unless the clone bay is destroyed. So, this is tricky. Where do I send my crew? Right, we need the Titan. The anti-personnel laser actually has some shield-piercing effects, so we're going to take the heavy laser offline. We're going to have the light AP laser and the Titan charging up. We're going to take a risk and we're going to beam over to their engine room and maybe we can do some damage. And they actually had a crew member in there already. Well, the thing is we have to deal with their crew before we can actually damage the system. So that's the Titan's nearly charged. We're going to put the Titan missile into their pilot. And I only have a couple of these missiles. Okay, enemy FTL delayed. We've killed 2 crew members. We're actually almost damaging, almost always what? Also damaging their engine, but their crew have just popped out again. So we're gonna now this is the downside. I can't get my crew in there to heal until we actually have control of that room once again, until their thing's on cooldown. So we're gonna go with the Titan once again. This time with the engines. That's my last missile. Stop! This isn't worth dying for. Okay, so they're actually surrendering. Of course, that's why you're here. Yes, they passed by here, but I had nothing to do with it. So, it's the next sector, apparently. Oh, but no scrap. I don't get anything out of that, so I used my last missile for nothing, sadly. Right, let's actually check. How are the crew doing? Duncan Idaho there, Mantis Duncan Idaho, has got full... he's got full... fist. He's got full fist. Wow, that sounds, you know. He's got full fighting skill. Human Duncan Idaho has got green, you know, he's got the full green bar, but he's not up to 100% yet with the full yellow bar. And the rest of the crew aren't so... that's the kind of the spare Duncan Idaho that's giving us an extra door, essentially. We could also potentially send them over. But the thing is, with the cooldown on the teleporter, it's a bit... yeah, it's a bit risky sending extra people over because you can only beam 2 back at any given time because you've only got slots for 2 people in your teleport room. So yeah, anyway, right, we've got... That was the quest marker for finding a thing for the collector, so we'll do that one first. We've got enough fuel to get to the sector jump marker for getting to the next sector, but yeah, we don't really have a lot of fuel after that, so anyway. A derelict engine station, NG station, remote jumped here from another sector, holds an original operational codex. These are the first behavioural programs used by the NG. Since obsolete codexes are almost always deleted when NGs develop new versions, it's quite a rare find. So, turn in the item. We'll click that and see what happens. Oh, it gives me another quest marker. So do I get like a double quest marker for the next... Maybe we might get a double quest marker. I've never had that happen before. That would literally be a first. Right, can't believe we're hanging on somehow. You arrive at one of the rebel bases that the NG told you about. It appears abandoned except for a scout ship. So it's the same thing, except this time I haven't got missiles, but they don't have a clone bay or a med bay. So this is... we'll take that off and we'll actually put him in there so we get a power bar. So we're gonna jump into the pilot station and then we can mind control somebody basically. So he's actually attacking his own O2 plant. The question is, can we attack in time to actually... Right, that's one crew member down, that's another crew member down. Right, enemy FTL delay because they don't have a pilot. They've got one guy left. Our guys are pretty low health though. Come on, there we go. We killed their crew. Oh, there we go. Excellent. That was a little bit close, but no, we managed that all right. Duncan Idaho has been carrying through these boarding party actions like a true champ. Like, we couldn't have even gone this far without him. A quick search of their communications logs shows that the tech you were searching for never passed through this base. It must have been a decoy. You strip what you can and prepare to jump. I at least get scrap this time. Fuel drone part 40 scrap, so that's excellent. That's very good news. We'll get you back where you're supposed to be. We'll get these guys healed up. Now, 65 scrap. I mean, given that I've not encountered a single store, I've got the choice of either spending a bit more to try and increase, like another power bar would be really useful, for instance, which would cost me 25, or I could maybe try and upgrade the teleporter so it would have an even quicker cooldown, or mind control. But honestly, I'm thinking an extra power bar right now, and that actually leaves me a bit of scrap left over, so we're going to do that. Right, so, okay, that's all power bars used right now. We can get 2 weapon systems plus the teleporter online. So we're going to jump to, well, the exit. It's got to be the exit. Now let's see what kind of encounter we have here. Right, this is... oh! A small mantis ship detaches from a wreck and jumps away. You must have interrupted their salvage. So free scrap and a fire focus beam. What's that? Let's have a quick look. Oh, also I got the heavy scatter laser. Heavy scatter deals a lot of damage to ship hulls, but less to systems and crew. It doesn't have any shield piercing. Required power 1. Charge time 8 seconds. Shots per charge 1. So this is going to be one of the ones where you're better off targeting empty rooms to do the most damage. We can actually, I mean, we could put something in. Fire focus beam, dangerous focus beam that pierces shields. And oh, shield piercing 5. Hello, that's nice. That's going to kill their crew very nicely. Absolutely, we want that. We could actually, I mean, we can't use the scatter laser unless we've got a boarding party, essentially. So we might have the heavy scatter laser, which is kind of the inverse of the light scatter laser. That one's for doing ship hull damage. This one's for doing crew damage. I can words. So yeah, we can actually, we'll see how this, you know, having said we need some seriously better weapons, maybe these are the seriously better weapons. I don't know. Right, why won't it let me power? Not enough power. Oh, we need another power bar, don't we? I'd have to take the heavy... I'd have to steal power from that to have... If we had another point in that, we could have all 3 weapon systems active at the same time, which could be very useful. Right, the heavy laser, we know what that is. That could be used for getting down shields, but it's not really quick enough. The scatterer might be... like, what's the... It doesn't tell me the charge time from here, does it? I have to go in to this to see the charge time. That's 8 seconds. That's 9 seconds. So that's actually got a quicker cooldown, so we probably want the heavy scatter laser in preference. So we're back up to 60 scrap again. Is it worth, again, another power bar? Or I mean, we need to save some scrap for if we find a place to repair, essentially. So next sector. We're going to go with, we can go with the scarred arm, but I think we're going to go with the car tribunal because it's a civvy sector. It's maybe going to be a little bit safer. A little bit, maybe. We might have enough weaponry now. We might have enough punch. But the question is, are we going to survive long enough to get to that final encounter? Well, I guess we'll see. You managed to escape the rebels and flee the sector, so this is the usual end of sector thing. At least it is in Captain's Edition, so we can take the longer route, which saves fuel, and I think we're going to have to be honest. Right. God, we could, oh wow, we could choose the last option. Improved engines. Override the engine security protocols. Risk engine degradation by travelling at extremely high speed. -3 fuel, -4 hull damage. This would literally kill me and end the game. Let's not click that one. Let's not do that. Yeah, we're going to go with... I'm going to have to go with the minimum thing, which is going to... we just don't have the... Oh, well, I could take the risk. Okay, we'll use 1 fuel. We'll do the usual thing. Right, socialise with the crew. We'll talk to the Zoltan crew member, because occasionally they will give you an extra bit of fuel. But I don't think in this entire run, when I've been doing these blue socialise options, I've not had a single time where the crew have gone, here's this useful thing I can do for you. Not a single time. That's just unlucky RNG, really. Right, he suggests we recruit more NG. Okay. So, 2 fuel, 4 hull points, no missiles, but we have this lovely fire focus beam. It takes a while to charge up, though. Right, there's a quest marker right there. We'll jump here. That way, it's literally the only jump we can make. And hope to hell there's a shop. And if not, we'll go for the quest marker because we might get some scrap and fuel. An unarmed Zoltan transport vessel slowly making its way towards the beacon here. They hail. This is a Zoltan peace envoy. We carry no weapons or shielding and rely on the mercy of others. Okay, we'll hear them out. Oh yeah, this is okay. This is an event I've had before. They continue. We take your silence for interest in contemplation. They talk at length about peace and harmony, but either it's beyond a simple mind or it's all nonsense. Okay, so this is you go to a quest marker and basically it's like, oh no, they're going to attack us, and it turns out it's all a ruse and they're not really going to attack you, and you get some free stuff. Right, we'll go to the quest marker because we can actually jump to the other quest marker from here. But this is our last point of fuel. No fuel. But there is a thing here, and oh, that's a nasty looking ship. What is that? Oh, this is the one with the secret NG weapon. So, a hangar-sized cargo ship's being escorted by a number of Mantis ships. As you reconsider the assault, well, we don't really have a choice now, do we? This is probably going to be our last fight. A squadron of NG ships with pirate emblems jump in and assist you. Ah, you're prepared to fight with Mantis, but scans indicate they're being manned by rebels. So, they're not actually Mantis at all. They have missile launchers. We are doomed. It basically comes down to that. They have missile launchers, so we are doomed. Anyway, right. Fire focus beam with a heavy scatterer. Right, that can pierce five shields. They have a clone bay. But if we set fires in like vital areas, that could do for them. But the question would be, surviving long enough. We don't have the health to survive long enough. So that's a bit of a problem. Anyway, what we're going to do... oh, they've probably got so many crew. We're going to jump over to, like... oh, we want a room that's only got 2. Because otherwise you end up getting outnumbered. So it's either the pilot room or the O2 room. And I guess we're going to go for the O2 room. So this is just comes down to, I hope to hell that our pilot can evade well enough. Right, the heavy scatterer. Try the heavy scatterer, see what that does. That takes out 1 shield. Oh, the missiles! That's 2 health points gone right there. And they've actually boarded us as well. Oh, go get out of there. Our engine can't fight that well. Right, this might very well be our doom. Can we get these guys back? Oh god, oh god, oh god! No! If we had more health, if they hadn't had missiles, that might have been doable, but we hadn't found a shop in an entire sector. So 4 hit points was just not enough. So that was that! All of the Duncan Idahos died, but you know, they always do. That's just the fate of Duncan Idaho, as it turns out. So no surprises there, really. So I expected this. I mean, it was looking up there, actually. We had some very nice weapons, but I didn't even get to use that fire focus beam once, sadly. If we'd found some really nice weapons earlier in the run, this might have been different, but we never really did. The weapon choices we had were always a bit naff, and it was just, I don't know. This is the nature of this game, that even if you're playing on an easy setting, like, you can just have a run of bad dice rolls, essentially, that end up dooming you. But then you have those other runs where you just find that one completely overpowered weapon, and there are some overpowered weapons in this game, believe me, that just lets you ruffle stomp everything, and my word, those runs are glorious. So there we go. That was the fate of the USS Duncan Idaho. I don't know when we're going to do another one of these. It might be in a couple of months or something. It will just be when I next feel like it. But it's nice for a bit of variety. I don't like to spam the channels with these too much, because you can have them a bit too often, as it were. But as a thing to come back to every once in a while, I think it makes a nice change. So I hope you've enjoyed this run through. And if you have, you can hit the like button. You can leave any comments below. You can subscribe to my channel. And as always, stay tuned for more.